Hello friends, it's Super Koopa here, and today I'm just going to be doing my usual discussion on the weekly posts from Sakurai on Miiverse. We're going to find out some new things from the Smash Bros. This week, and this is pretty much just going to be for my own purpose. I just want to get this out here. No one really pays much attention to these, so I'm just gonna be doing this to get my info about this, and I'm not gonna be doing the whole shebang with the commercials and stuff. So I'm just gonna be doing some characters so I can make it a little bit shorter for you guys, and less work for me as well. So maybe when something more interesting comes out, I'll do some longer episodes, but we'll see. Today I'm just gonna be talking about the screenshots and the new game that just came out at the end of this week. So first off, we have at day 1 we have a very interesting. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about this, but everybody else seems to. Yeah, this pretty much sparked the Miiverse community into telling everybody that Big Mac is confirmed, or that Little Mac ate way too many Big Macs. Yeah, Little Mac doesn't visit McDonald's. Yeah, but wow, he is pretty fat here. So at first I didn't know what the heck game this is from, and I'll tell you guys that in a minute. But first I just want to say that well, we already knew that trophies would already be coming back. So we didn't see any for the Wii U yet, and this is the first Wii U trophy that we've seen. We saw one for the 3DS later back with Saria from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D for the 3DS, but we never saw Wii U. So finally we have our Wii U well, we already got confirmation because it said in that screenshot that it would be for the Wii U and 3DS, but we've never seen a picture yet. So they are in development of making them, especially new ones like this one. So this Little Mac, no, this is not from the Punch-Out series directly. He was just a kind of an extra in a game for the Wii. I think it was released in 2009. It's called Captain Rainbow, and it was a Japan-only game. Now, Captain Rainbow had a few other Nintendo characters in the game as well, from games like Chibi Robo, had Birdo in it, and a lot of other characters as well from the older Nintendo games and more obscure Nintendo games. And Little Mac, I would say this is a bit obscure. So yeah, so I guess what you're supposed to do in the game is, if you train Little Mac, he'll get either really skinny, or if you don't, he'll just get fat like this. So I guess he's been really letting himself go. So this is from Captain Rainbow. Now, everybody's wondering, will Captain Rainbow be in the game? Is this hinting at Captain Rainbow at all? This is a picture of Captain Rainbow. I've never heard of him until I actually just about a few hours ago, to be honest. I don't know. I think he'd just be another one of those Captain Falcon clones, only stealing Ness's yo-yo, kind of. I don't know. I don't see Captain Rainbow being a character at all, especially because he only uses like his yo-yo and stuff. I really don't know. I think he could be a good costume for Captain Falcon. I think that would be cool. But other than that, I don't see Captain Rainbow at all for a character in the new Smash Bros. Game. I mean, he would be pretty obscure, but I don't think they're doing too much terribly obscure characters in this game. They've done Wario, and I mean, he was pretty obscure, but he made sense. I mean, he was kind of cool in a way, in a really goofy way. Waluigi, yeah, too much. So I don't know, Captain Rainbow. You know what, guys? I see him as an assist trophy. I didn't add him to my official assist trophy roster because, as I said before, I've only heard of him like a few minutes ago. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about that screenshot. Going on to the next one is a pretty big one in my opinion. I'm really excited to talk about this one. We have a release of a new stage, just 2 screenshots away from our last reveal of the stage, or a new stage, for the same exact system even. It's for the 3DS, and it is, let's see, it is from Pokemon X and Y. And I love this because I've been recently into Pokemon a lot, and this is just a really cool confirmation for me, because we've seen Pokeballs and we've seen the new Lucario and stuff, but I really wanted to see a stage. We're still waiting for Star Fox and Kirby, yes, but I'm really excited to see this as a new stage. So Sakurai says, pick the day. The Prism Tower rises above Mumio City. Up until a few seconds ago, the fighters were brawling on the top of the tower. No, really. Okay, so why make a stage and then have it you just like fight on the ground when this stage is humongous? I'm trying to figure out what is gonna happen on this stage. This is a big stage. He said that the fighters were on top of it. I mean, really? How do you get up there? This is a huge tower. But first, before I talk about that, I'm just going to talk about its origin. This is from Pokemon Black, Pokemon Black. I'm so used to saying that for my Let's Play. Pokemon X and Y, a new 3DS game that recently came out. The Prism Tower is kind of like the Eiffel Tower, and it is in the center of Mumio City, which is, I believe it's the first city you go to. The gym leader there is Clement, and his kind of like assistant is his little sister Bonnie. And I was just talking about them when Dedenne was confirmed, because Bonnie gets a Dedenne in the anime. So I find this really interesting. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think of what I should talk about first here. First off, how is this stage gonna play out? I see 5 different rings. I see different colored, like they're kind of like sculptures, I guess, towering in the middle of each, and they're all like Pokeballs. I'm trying to figure out how the stage will be played. Will it be a traveling stage? Will you actually be able to scale the tower somehow? Will it be like a lift that takes you there? Will you be inside the Prism Tower and then be lifted up to the top? Or will your battle be all on the top, and if you fall off, you just fall off? Or will it be like a free realm and you can like explore the whole thing? Or will it be a spinning stage? I really don't know. I'm like at a crossroads here. I'm like, what is this stage gonna do? So until we see more of this stage, I guess it's really up in the air. I can't really say what it'll be. I think myself it's going to be similar to Fourside from Super Smash Bros. Melee, the Mother/Earthbound level, how you fought on top of buildings and stuff. I don't know if you could fall off, and then if you fall off you kind of like die. I don't know how big this tower is going to be that you're fighting on. I don't see like a little tiny tower being like the only place you can battle. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be one of those stages where you could you know what, I really can't say, guys. There might be some kind of lift. I just can't say here. It could be anything, really. This could be a really big tower, or it could be a really small tower. I just don't know. I just don't know, guys. This is kind of tantalizing. So I want to know what you guys think. If you guys have any input on this. I don't know what this could be. I'm thinking that it's going to be along the lines of being inside or something. I still can't say, guys. So it's too early to figure it out now. But it might not even... You know what? I just can't say anymore because this is kind of like racking my brain. I don't know what to say about this. Besides that, this is so awesome. Now, before I move on, I just want to say that I hope that there's a picture soon of Donkey Kong on top of the Prism Tower as a reference to King Kong in, well, the movies and stuff. Like, kind of like, not a faraway picture, but him, like, on top of the tower, like, holding on to the, like, the very top of it, just holding on. It'd be funny if he was holding Peach or something. That would be amazing. I'd really like to see a screenshot of that. So I hope they do that. If not, as soon as I'm getting the game, I'm doing it. Next screenshot is a pretty happy one for me. Well, maybe not for Toon Link, but it's a picture of Zelda. Well, she's kind of far off. You don't really see Zelda that much, but it's pretty much a picture of her move. And this is her Din's Fire move. This is her side special. And it says, pick of the day. Zelda's Din's Fire is now stronger in its core. The farther it's projected, the bigger and more powerful it will be. But you will need to hit foes with the core if you want to make them fly. So, we got a moveset tweak for Zelda, and I like to see that characters are getting some moveset tweaks. It looks like some of a lot of the veterans that haven't been, like, part of the original, I believe it was 12, yeah, original 12, from Super Smash Bros. N64. I think that most all of them have gotten moveset tweaks so far. We've seen Zelda, we've seen Lucario, Diddy Kong, just little tweaks, nothing big, just dealing, so some maybe aren't so OP or some maybe more powerful than others. So this is basically saying that he's saying that the farther it's projected, the bigger, more powerful it will be. So if you're making, when I play as Zelda, Zelda was my second main, and Zelda was a pretty amazing character in my perspective. If you knew how to use her, which I did pretty much, she was a very good character to use. So I'm so glad she's back. She's like my favorite character, besides Toon Link and Mario and stuff like that, and Pikachu. But I just think that when you're playing like close quarters and stuff, it was hard to activate in the first place. It always missed the person that was like right next to you, but the farther it went, the more damaging it would be. It looks like it's going to be the same here, only it's going to grow a lot bigger. In Super Smash Bros. Melee, the Din's Fire stayed exactly the same size and dealt the same damage no matter how close or far it came. When Zelda was confirmed for Brawl, and in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it pretty much stayed consistently the same size, and it dealt less damage close by, and then the farther it went, it did a little bit more. But here it looks like it's going to be get bigger the farther it goes. So I'm liking this tweak. At first, when I saw this picture, I couldn't really tell who was in it, really. It looked like Pikachu at first, because I almost waited up for this one, but ever since the clocks turned back, I don't wait up for them anymore. It's completely worthless. But, so yeah, Din's Fire, it looks like a good tweak. We already knew it was confirmed because there was some other screenshots shown with Zelda. Most of her moves have already been confirmed, just maybe tweaked, especially animation tweaks. But looks like we're seeing a lot of Zelda. She's gotten a lot of limelight. Her, Rosalina, and Peach have gotten a lot of limelight. So I'm really liking, even Refit Trainer, all the girls have gotten a really good treatment in this game, and I like that. So I love Zelda, and I'm so glad to see her back, and a lot of just beautiful pictures, screenshots, and moveset tweaks. Alright, moving on to day 4 is a picture of my lifelong nemesis, Donkey Kong. Now, this doesn't look too promising for him. This is what happens when you mess with bombs. Yes, I'm talking about the motion sensor bomb. Motion sensor bombs have been in, I believe, since the original Smash Bros. Don't quote me on that. I know they were in Melee, and I know they were in Brawl, obviously. So, the motion sensor bomb is back as an item. And Sakurai says, the bomb is so hard to see, if you get any closer, it's dangerous. I warned you. So guys, if you get blown up, buy a motion sensor bomb when you guys play Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U or 3DS. Lame Sakurai. But he warned you, so you can't. But it looks... I'm trying to check the scale here, because Donkey Kong, it's about as big as his earlobe. Now, Donkey Kong's earlobe is about the size of Mario's... Well, I'm trying to think of scale here. I'm guessing the motion sensor bomb is just a bit smaller than it's been in other games. Now, I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do this on the 3DS, because the screen is already small enough. I mean, seriously, the screen is so minuscule and tiny. I don't know how motion sensor bombs are going to work in this. Maybe they'll just be slightly, made bigger. Or maybe they'll be cut and replaced with just, I don't know. I believe there was a bomb that was supposed to be in the original Smash Bros. Or in Smash Bros. Brawl. It was called a Smash Mine, I believe. And it was replaced by the motion sensor bomb. But I think that they could do that in Super Smash Bros. 3DS. They can have a new bomb item replacing this, since it's so small. I mean, the Wii U screen, it's bigger. But even on a 3DS XL, it's still going to be pretty small. So, as we see again, it's got a new design, especially from all the other games, from being pretty much just a square to a circle in Brawl, a purple circle. Now we just have, it looks almost like a police siren, like one of those things that spin around on top of a police car. To me, it looks like a probe or something. I mean, seriously, this thing is like, this is high tech. I can't wait to see like more items being like redone. I can't wait to see. I wonder if well, I don't think they'll do anything with Sandbag. But let's see, what other items are there that are like exclusive to this? Oh, Light Sword. I can't wait to see like the Beam Sword or Light Sword, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's Beam Sword because they were called the Beam Sword Permanents in Subspace. But I like Light Sword better. It's closer to lightsaber. But I think those can get a really interesting, tweak. In Melee, they were really small. Like they weren't activated yet, and they were like just activated. And they were kind of like a smaller item. And in Brawl, they just sort of kind of like were upright when they fell. Now I think that if you have it come back in the next game, I think they should be like a laying down item, instead of like a standing up item like all the hammers were. I think those should just actually have gravity applied to them and not just fall straight down. That's just my opinion, but I think that would be cooler just to see them, and then you could pick them up. They would just fall out like any other item laying on the ground, not just standing up. I thought that was kind of bogus. So before I go to like a little commercial, and yes, I'm going to be doing a commercial, I just want to talk about a few characters that could possibly be confirmed on certain dates. And coming up, we have some new, we have some holidays coming up, and I have a feeling that some characters and items could be confirmed on those holidays, or release dates as well. So first of all, we have March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, and I have a feeling, well, since the week will be starting out pretty much with that picture, I think that they could confirm Tingle as an assist trophy, or character, I kind of did want Tingle as a character at first, and he just seems too goofy and lacking a moveset. I really don't know, but I think Tingle could be confirmed as an assist trophy for St. Patrick's Day, and Sakurai can make a pun on that. March 17th could be Jigglypuff, which is the release date in North America of Pokemon Battle Trozy. I don't know how that's said. And March 20th could, March 20th will be Jigglypuff, and April 19th, which is still a little far away, would be the Bunny Hood item, which it would be the day before Easter, and that would be probably the most logical thing to release, like a picture of Jigglypuff and then like Link with a bunny hood or something like that, or Peach with a bunny hood. I'd like to see Jigglypuff in like the Easter screenshot. Jigglypuff, Pikachu, Link, or no, Toon Link. Just get all like the cute ones. Kirby, Jigglypuff, Pikachu, and Toon Link wearing bunny ears. I think that would be cool. And finally, we have April 1st, which is April Fool's Day. I'm really excited to see what Sakurai is going to do for this, what kind of troll he'll do. I think he'll do like a character that everybody wanted, and then say, oh, he's an assist trophy. You know what? They should confirm Ridley as a stage hazard on that day. He should say, Ridley playable, and everybody will go wild. And then in the comments, he'll put an extra like note, and he'll say, just kidding, April Fools. I can't wait to see what Sakurai does here. Alright, so here's a few commercials, and when we get back, we'll talk about the new game for 3DS, Yoshi's New Island. Welcome back to the show. As always, when a new game comes out, I like to discuss it a little bit and tell the ratings of the new game and see how it's kind of doing. So, today's new game is Yoshi's New Island, and this just came out midnight last night, and some people were kind of excited for it, but more so in the Smash Bros. Community, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But I usually like to do, like, tell you guys what the ratings were of the game and stuff. So, I usually do IGN. So, IGN gave Yoshi's New Island a 7.6 out of 10. And they said it was a good game. I know some people were saying that it was definitely a very easy game. It was definitely for a lot, for easier people. Gamers, especially beginner gamers and some intermediate. They said the puzzles weren't too hard to solve, and it was just kind of like predictable maps. The bosses were kind of easy, so I guess you can say that it's pretty much any game that is released lately. You get through it pretty quickly, and there's only like five or six worlds that I know of, so I guess it's a pretty easy game. But IGN gave it a 7.6 out of 10. People were saying the art styles were pretty good in the game. To me, it looked like it was just like watercolors, like painted by little kids, in my perspective. But I guess that's how the Yoshi game is supposed to be perceived, especially the Yoshi story game and the other Yoshi Island games. I guess they were all that kind of art style, so I see how that would be. Art style was pretty good in my perspective. Definitely cool to see Yoshi in 3D and stuff like that. But everybody was very much complaining about the music in the game, and especially in the trailer that you guys can hear now. The music just sounded awful. It's just like off-key whistling and like, I don't even know. It's just, I don't, make a new game, why don't you make good, like, epic music, like Paper Mario Sticker Star, epic music, Mario Kart 7, epic music, Super Mario 3D Land, epic, you just get this game. It's just like, what? How, like, why would you do such a bad music? I mean, we've had music in the past from the Yoshi series that hasn't been too great. We got Touch and Go on the DS and Yoshi's Island DS. We got those, and that music was really good. And the past music has been okay, and especially Yoshi themes in other games that aren't like Yoshi series games, like from on the Mario Kart, Super Mario Galaxy, riding Yoshi, the extra tribal drums in the background. I mean, that has been some good music. But this, I mean, just, no. Alright, and pertaining to the Smash community, they were hyped about Yoshi because, well, not only the game, they were hoping that Yoshi would be revealed, and for a little while I thought, oh yeah, this is probably it. But then, as the night went on, the post got even more interesting and said, I bet you Sakurai is going to troll us. And from the get-go, I knew that Sakurai most likely would troll us. But, I kind of thought it would be something along the lines as, like, maybe a new Yoshi stage, or something to do with this new game, because why not? But then I remembered that all the other games that were released in Japan were shown like new characters. Like Tropical Freeze was released in Japan, we got Diddy Kong. Like Between Worlds in Japan, we got Zelda. Stuff like that. So everybody was hoping for Yoshi, but this is only the North American release. Wait for Japan. So I guess that's what we kind of got today. And I just want to talk about the last screenshot here. But before I do, I just want to say this question. I know it didn't today, but do you guys think, this is kind of like the daily question, I do it mostly when new games are released. Do you guys think that Yoshi's New Island will have any effect on how Yoshi will look or play in the new Smash Bros, or if it will benefit any like stages on the, well, because we've got like Yoshi stages on the DS already, so I mean, there's things you can do there, but on the Wii U, I mean, could it like affect that in any way, or would they just like bring back the Yoshi's Island stage from the Wii? It's hard to say, but I want to know what you guys think. I just want to see, I think that they can do a Yoshi stage, and I don't think that Yoshi is going to change all that much, although I think his Final Smash could change. I'd really like to see, like, either Bulb Yoshi, or, excuse me, Blimp Yoshi, or Dash Pepper Yoshi from the Super Mario Galaxy, if they went in that direction, or if they went into the Yoshi direction, like the Yoshi games. I'd like to see the Yoshi Copter, which would be cool because the Yoshi Copter was in a lot of the older and newer Yoshi games, or his new egg. I believe it was called the Egg Dozer, or maybe not. It was just the giant egg that you threw, so I thought that would be cool. You could just throw a giant egg across the screen. I don't know, I think that would be really cool. So yeah, anyway, pertaining to that, we got a new screenshot, and it definitely was a troll to all of us. Now, here's the story about what happened last night. So I was up waiting for Yoshi. It was about 3:30 at night, and that's pretty late for me. Even, I mean, I'm a night owl, but I mean, seriously, this was late, and I was, like, really tired. So I accidentally fell asleep with my 3DS on, and then I woke back up later, around 5 o'clock at night. It was about 5:20, well, actually, it was probably like 5:15 or something like that, and I go on, and it says 20 minutes ago the picture was released. During like 4:45 it was released. Now, I mean, really, how much longer would I have had to wait up? I mean, seriously, and it wasn't even Yoshi. So I'm like, oh gosh, good thing I didn't wait up. And I fell asleep, and I woke back up like 20 minutes after. I'm surprised I didn't wake up in the morning and be like, oh hey. But, So I actually laughed when it wasn't Yoshi, because all the fans are probably, I didn't check it, and I haven't checked it this morning when I taped this, but I bet you all the Yoshi fans are going crazy, but they're hoping for another release of Yoshi later on today. That's not gonna happen, because until it's released in Japan, we're not gonna see Yoshi. Maybe not even until Yarn Yoshi comes out, or maybe Mario Party Island World Tour. Wow, Mario Party Island Tour comes out in Japan, or maybe not even until Mario Kart 8 comes out. So we'll have to see. I'm thinking Wario is gonna be released during the Mario Kart 8 sort of thing. So enough about that, let's finally get down to this picture. So, pick of the day. It looks like someone's enjoying the bachelor life in this pad. Now, what is this picture? In my opinion, I actually rather would have had Yoshi than this picture. What is this? Now, this is, in the matter of a week, we saw 3 3DS stages being revealed. Now, that is amazing. We haven't gotten that many reveals of anything in a while, but I mean 3 3DS stages? This is ridiculous. And actually it's pretty cool, because first of all, I couldn't tell what the heck this picture was, and last night I was thinking, and I'm like, are you kidding me? What is this? And at first I had absolutely no thoughts until I woke up this morning. But last night, there was something I noticed. On the walls, there's a lot of square albums, it looks like, or pictures. They almost look like KK albums, which lead me, and also the guitar on the right side led me to think, okay, maybe this is like an Animal Crossing room or something. But it's definitely not, because this is definitely not anything from Animal Crossing, because these are no textures from Animal Crossing at all. So, couldn't think of anything last night, so I fell asleep, and it was like 5:30 at night, so I'm just like half out of it. So I was surprised that this was even a screenshot, and I didn't just dream it. But, so I woke up this morning, and I thought about it a little bit more, and I was looking, and first things I looked and I checked out was the skateboard on the left. It looks like it almost has the original Smash symbol on it, found in the title screen, like the logo for the old Smash Bros. Other things I checked out was, let's see, what else did I look at? I saw the poster in the background. Now, it looked like someone playing a guitar. That's definitely not from Animal Crossing. Other things I looked at were, I took another look at the pictures, and some of them definitely look like it could be some of the pictures from KK. But in the back, it looks almost like you can see a picture of KK Slider. On the door, it almost looks like it says like T-O or T something, TG maybe. I can't exactly tell what it'll be, but I think it's gonna be interesting to see what this stage will be. So what I think it is, at first I thought, okay, maybe this is a Hotel Mario stage, and at first it made total sense, because Hotel Mario was an older game. It was not for the 3DS, but I thought it would be cool to have like a Luigi's Mansion stage, how you would fight in the different rooms in a hotel, but then it said college dorm room, and I'm like, okay, there'd be no college dorm rooms in a hotel. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, it's not Hotel Mario. So then I thought a little bit more, and I remembered Barbara the Bat was an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. She was from a game from the DS, which makes a lot of sense, called, like, I think it's, well, don't quote me on this, but it's like Diago Band Brothers or something like that, and I'm gonna look up the name right now. But Barbara the Bat was in that, so I'm like, okay, maybe that's what it could be. I'm still trying to think. But then after all that, I see one post, and it says that it could be from Tomodachi Collection, which is only available in Japan. Now, this is making a whole lot of sense. Now, this is something that people in North America have not been able to play yet. And Nintendo was actually thinking about making this, bring this to the European and the North American platforming, not making it just a Japan-only game. So I'm guessing that they are actually going to bring this game back. This is kind of like the kicker for it, to say, well, okay, well, we're going to bring this game in now, and we are going to bring it in North America. So I'm guessing this is from Tomodachi Collection. Now, Tomodachi Collection, you can see a picture here. It's a game where you play as your Mii, and you go around and collect items, and do stuff, and have houses. Total ripoff of Animal Crossing. It's even called Tomodachi Collection New Life. That's a total pun on New Leaf. And this was an old DS game, I believe it said. But now we have a 3DS version, and they're thinking about bringing it to North America, so I'm thinking that they're gonna bring it, and you like had Mii's, and you can have weddings and stuff. But I think it's funny that the villager is kind of here, and this is totally contrary to his games. Now, my dad, when I showed him this picture, and he thought his only thing that he could think of, that it was SimCity, something based on SimCity. And when I looked up a Tomodachi Collection, it said that it was a mix between Animal Crossing and SimCity. So he wasn't totally wrong on that. But I believe that to think it could have been a SimCity stage as well, because they're partnered with Nintendo. It was on home consoles, not on handheld. But we did have Dr. Wright as an assist trophy in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So I'm like, okay, well, this could be a SimCity. But as I looked up the pictures for Tomodachi Collection, I found this picture of me playing a guitar. It's almost the same exact guitar seen on the right here, leaning against the armoire. It's so interesting to see that, just see that in there. It kind of almost confirms it. Now, this might not be what it is, but everything seems to be falling in place here. It's a 3DS game that might come to North America, which would help a lot with North American sales if it was a stage. Also, just the stage design, it's just so enclosed. It's so small. How is this gonna play out? We've had small stages before, but we've never had anything this small. How big is this gonna be? Like a multi-stage sort of thing, like a complex, almost like the Luigi's Mansion stage, how it was like different layers, different houses maybe. I think that could be really cool. Like, as I said earlier, Hotel Mario, but I don't know what they're gonna do here necessarily. So yeah, I'm thinking this is a Tomodachi Collection stage, especially from that guitar. The art styles changed a little bit, especially because it doesn't have like the two little black things on the guitar, which help with grip, I believe. But it does lead me to believe that with similar art styles, it's going to be a stage based on that. Now, one more thing I like to point out before I end this video. Now, the villager, we've seen pictures of the villager and the Wii Fit Trainer on the Wii, or on the 3DS before, but we've never seen this move from Villager here. Now, you're probably guessing, oh, it's just another one of his idols standing poses. But actually, if you look at it, it's actually one of his emotions from Animal Crossing New Leaf. It's called the Shrunk Funk Shuffle. Now, this is the very last move you got. This was the last move you got when you finished your joke book, which you got all the emoticons that you can use, and the Shrunk Funk Shuffle was the last one you got, and you finished your book, and it was just basically doing like a shuffle in place. This is the exact same move that the villager uses. So, this could be Villager's taunt. This is one of his taunts. This is most definitely his taunt, because you can see here that he's actually doing the exact same move as the person does in the Shrunk Funk Shuffle. He's got his leg up, and he's got his hands in the same gesture. Now, I believe this is Wii Fit Trainer's idol pose. Don't quote me on here. This might be one of her taunts. But I think that her taunts would be more cooler than just her just moving her leg, her knees up and down like that. So I've seen her idol pose before, and I believe that's what it is. It showed her idol pose to be the exact same thing in the developer direct with Sakurai. So I'm thinking that, yeah, this is definitely Villager's one of his taunts, and we haven't seen any clues of his taunts besides possibly the baton that he uses. It's actually a stick, but I mean, why use a stick? If anything, he should use a sparkler, and at least that would deal damage to people. I mean, it would be cool to see a sparkler or something like that. So, I want to know what you guys think about this picture. How do you think the stage is going to play out? Because as I said earlier, I have no idea how the Pokemon stage is going to play out either. So, I know I kind of went a little late on this, but, you know, there was a lot of information to talk about. There was a lot of good pictures and screenshots and so many hidden details this week. I'm expecting next week to be really good as well. And also, next week we might see that release of maybe Jigglypuff or something. We need something. Maybe a new Pokemon. Maybe Pokemon Trainer. That would be cool. But I just want to see something for the new Battle Trozy coming out for the Pokemon. It's coming out on the 20th. And, I don't know if that'll be next week, but definitely St. Patrick's Day, so I'm hoping for Tingle. We haven't seen a new character in a while. So, thank you guys for watching this, and we'll see you on the next Nintendo Uncover. Thank you guys.